Hi, the speech that I'm giving today is what it takes to be considered a winner. I love to win, and every day I look into the mirror and tell myself I am a winner. I play basketball, football, soccer, tennis, pickleball, and even bowling. Regardless of the sport, I like to win and I fight hard to win. I also like to play cards, dice games, and video games. Again, when I play these games, I am very competitive and want to win, and I fight hard to win. I simply hate to lose at anything, especially to my older sisters or my parents because they tease me about it, which makes losing even tougher. I also love to win at school with my grades. I look at each class as a game, and when it ends, I will be told by the teacher what place I took by the grade I received. Being so hyper-competitive as I am can lead to someone putting a lot of pressure on themselves and causing anxiety. I know I have been guilty of this in the past. After our football team lost a game this year, I was very hard on myself, being mad and having a personal pity party, according to my parents. During this time, they said something that intrigued me and made me think. They said, if you work on hitting your current potential in whatever you're doing, you're a winner. This made me think. I wondered what exactly potential means and how to know if you hit your current potential. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, potential is something that can develop or become actual. Quite frankly, this definition didn't help me out much. And I went back to my parents hoping they would clarify. They didn't. They just told me to watch the movie Limitless. In the movie Limitless, the star of the movie, Bradley Cooper, was stuck going nowhere until he started taking a magical pill that unlocked limitless potential mentally, physically, and in relationships. In the film, once he started taking that pill, he achieved many amazing things. In the few brief days after taking that pill, he learns the piano, learns foreign languages easily, writes best-selling books, makes tons of money in the stock market and in business. Unfortunately for all of us today, I don't have any of these magical pills we could take to duplicate our potential. What I do have is 4 specific lessons that I'm going to share that include counsel from people considered winners that I found in my research on potential and winning. The first lesson that I learned to unlock potential and to win is to learn patience. When people hear the name Abraham Lincoln, they don't think he's a loser. Quite opposite, that he is a huge winner. But he endured 28 years of lost elections and setbacks before he became the president of the USA. I have recently learned that it took legendary basketball coach John Wooden 15 years to win his NCAA title. So he didn't become an immediate big-time winner overnight. I also learned that Coach Lombardi of the Green Bay Packers never admitted to losing, just running out of time. What does this mean? I think that it means winning sometimes takes time. Be patient and keep trying. The second lesson that I have learned is the importance to prioritize effectively if you want to become a daily winner. The famous Utah mogul Larry Miller, who's built tons of businesses, including the Utah Jazz, taught that one of his biggest keys to success was his ability to prioritize and focus on what matters most and produce the biggest results. How does this lesson apply to us as high school students? I think that it means that we have to focus on what matters most and what will help us be the most successful in the future. If I have an assignment worth 100 points and one worth 20 points, I should focus more time and energy on the 100-point assignment. Sounds simple, but for me, it has not always been simple, and a mistake I have made so many times in the past, and I'm sure that many of us are guilty of the same. The third lesson that I learned to unlock potential and to become a winner is to become persistent. I learned that Admiral McCraven considered persistence as the key trait to survive and graduate through Navy SEAL training, arguably the most brutal training ever, with an 85% dropout rate. So if the key to survive and make it through the hardest training ever is persistence, what does it mean to be persistent? Babe Ruth said it best when he said, "You just can't beat the person who never gives up." Babe Ruth was really saying if you never give up, you're always a winner because you are being persistent. The fourth and final lesson that I want to share with you today is the importance of being positive on the journey to become a consistent daily winner. The famous author Harvey Mackay, who has written tons of best-selling business books, teaches that optimistic salespeople outperform pessimistic salespeople by at least 20%. That is a humongous advantage. I wondered how this trait applies to schoolwork and sports. I know it is very easy to be negative on yourself and to be critical of your performance. I have been guilty of this various times in the past, and I'm sure we all are guilty of this. On the other hand, I wondered how you can be optimistic when you're losing. In addition, I found the following quote from the famous philosopher Aristotle, which says, "Happiness is a quality of the soul, not a function of one's material circumstances." I then read the following from the famous Oprah Winfrey, who said, "The greatest discovery of all time is that someone can change his future by merely changing his attitude." Aristotle and Oprah made me realize I can choose to be positive or negative in any situation. Whether my team is winning or losing on a scoreboard does not matter. In either scenario, I can choose to be positive or negative. But if I choose to be positive, there is compelling proof that it will improve my results. In closing, I know each of us has a winning mindset inside, and that by being patient, persistent, learning to prioritize, and to be positive will end it in winning being magnified. If you just will develop a good attitude, then regardless of any score or grade issued, you can look into the mirror and say, "I am a winner." Thank you.